So my name is Orsola de Castro and I'm creative director at From Somewhere and Reclaim to Wear. I am founder of Estetica, which is the sustainable area at London Fashion Week, and I'm co-founder of Fashion Revolution Day, an initiative which springhead from the disaster in Rana Plaza, and we now have 64 countries taking part. I would also like to say that I am a designer, and as many people like myself or my species, I'm not a particularly morning person, so forgive me if I struggle with this. Which one is it?
That one.
Okay, so this is how it started for me. Actually, my background is in fashion illustration and printmaking, but I had a jumper that was dying, and I was very attached to it, full of holes. And I took my crochet needle and I started embellishing it through those holes, which is, for me, pretty much what upcycling is all about. It's taking something that has lost its life and through a creative process, bring it back to life. I was very lucky in my endeavor. This was 1997 when I started. The term ethical fashion didn't exist. The term recycling meant dust bins. And I come from the London scene, while at the time, at the end of the 90s, there was a really strong group of designers working with vintage, with recuperating as a creative need, as a form of poetry. So I come from that story. So my journey originates as something creative. I started customizing one jumper, then 10 jumpers. Within 2 or 3 months, I was selling internationally in some of the best boutiques in the world. In London, in Brown's, The Cross, in Takashimaya, in New York. We were in Henry Bendel, Fred Siegel, in Tokyo, in Paris, you name it. I went from being the one person crocheting around the jumpers to employing 13 crocheters, most of them which I found through the Women's Institute. And we had fantastic celebrity following. We were on Madonna, on Liv Tyler, on Nicole Kidman, on Sarah Jessica Parker, on Sex in the City, you name it, we were on them. Again, because of our clothes, not because of our political or social inclination.